welcome back to Jungle Flowers Canada. My name is Grania and thanks for joining me. So today we're going to do part 2 of my houseplant tour. We're going to finish off looking at the den and we're going to do my kitchen. When I have that finished, then maybe next week I will do my family room and my greenhouse. So we will try and do it over a 3-part series. I do have plants upstairs in my bedroom, but I think I'll leave that for another day because there are still a few little things I wanted to finish off up there that I just lost interest in. You know, when you're doing those projects and you're so close to the end, but you just cannot get yourself in motion to finish it. So when I have those bits and pieces finished, we will do a tour upstairs. So here we have, actually I love this plant. This is doing tremendously considering it only gets light from above. It gets a little bit of light from the window, but not a lot. So this is my Public Calyx Splash. And like, look at that leaf there. Isn't that gorgeous? So she is so happy here. She's been here for 3 years. I mean, she probably should be bigger, but you know what? She hasn't failed. Hasn't flowered for me yet though, that's the only thing. So I guess that's a result of not getting enough light. But she is really cute and we are seeing progress because the leaves are definitely getting bigger. Down here we have a ZZ, and again this got stuck in here 3 years ago. It was hilarious, like I think it was like 2 pieces, and it gets neglected. I throw a bit of water on it every now and then, but true to its name, this is such a hardy plant. There is a Dracaena that I actually picked up in Giant Tiger a couple of years ago. Same thing, gets ignored. They are very dusty. They could do with a good cleaning. Now we move to my window, and this here is like a peperomia beetles. I had a couple of these. I actually gave them away in one of my giveaways. And I had just bought extra, so this is one here. I do have a few of them and I love this pot. It's really cute, so it just goes away. No issues, no nothing. So here we have my Hoya numeraloides, and I always think these are like so kind of creepy looking, aren't they? But this is usually where I get the peduncles. So you can see an old, can you see it? Let me try and pull back. I'm not sure how well you'll see that because we're backlit. But there is a peduncle on there. But last year she gave me lots of flowers, and this year she hasn't given me any. Like, that's an old peduncle, so I'm not sure what's going on with her, but we'll just let her grow away. We're very backlit here, guys, so I'm trying to get this. So this is a Hoya Kentiana, which used to be variegated, and then part of it reverted. So what I did was I separated the reverted part from the variegated part. Is that a bit better? There you go. And this is now my green Kentiana. And you can see she puts out long tendrils. Oh, Bobby's coming down. He's on his vacation this week. So I'm trying to get this videoed so that I can have it ready for when I come back. We're just going to go visit his brother. Okay, here is what I actually bought this as a Hoya breviolata, but I don't believe it is. If you can see there, the leaves are kind of fuzzy. So I think it's a Hoya, is it Bertonii or Bertoniae? I'm not quite sure. But it was mislabeled when I got it. Now, I just watered it. You can see I actually had this in my IKEA greenhouse and I just took it out about 2 weeks ago. So I think it's readjusting to the lower humidity. But I just watered it today because it is looking a little thirsty. Oh, there's Leroy and Penny in the background. So this here was gorgeous. This is my string of hearts. You can see it's still alive. And they used to go all the way around here. Same deal, it was actually stuck on the side of my IKEA greenhouse, and I moved it actually down here to my table. And I think it just wasn't bright enough. So I lost a lot of the leaves, so I've moved it up here now and it's starting to come back. That's one thing about these, they're very hardy, and if you do lose them, it's quite easy to get them to come back. But it was going all the way around there, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but you know what, it's coming back and we just have to be patient. Here we have a Hoya Macrophylla marginata, and again I've had this for a number of years, but again it's only getting light from that pot light up there, so that's why it's not really growing, you know, profusely or growing fast. So I'm hoping, though I did actually higher the macrame. So I think it is actually doing a little bit better now that it's closer to the light. And guys, this is like, I love this plant. This is an oldie but goldie. This is a Paulownia repens, and look at her. She is just gorgeous. Now, she used to actually go all the way down to the sofa down here, but I actually cut her, gave her a good haircut, propped some of it, gave some of it away. But look at how fantastic she's doing here. And literally the only light she is getting, again, is from that pot light. So this is a great one if you have a low light area. I think she is so cute. Down here I have my little air plants. So these little containers are from Dollarama. They were $4 each, and I bought the air plants. I think I got one of them in Vandermeer's and some of them in Home Depot. Now, I did actually gift one of them to the most adorable little boy. He's the son of one of my husband's co-workers, so I did gift one to him. So I will pick up another one to replace. He gave me some homegrown tomatoes, and I thought, so I mounted it on a piece of wood. I thought he'd enjoy it. He's such a sweetie. So here I have some propagations. This is the silver sword, Philodendron. This here is some mycans. I have tons of mycan cuttings. I had to take my lovely terrarium apart because I got mealybugs. There were mealybugs on one of my begonias, and it spread to all my plants, and I ended up just throwing it all out, guys. It was just too much work. So back there I have cuttings from my Scindapsus exotica. She was putting out a runner, so I decided to cut her up to stop it from running. These here are the cuttings from my Monstera Peru, which were also runners. Some more mycans cuttings, and back there is Monstera Debia. So these are my cuttings. So I did clean my kitchen, guys, but now hubby's got up and his computer and everything is out, so please ignore any mess. So here, guys, is a very steady but sad Philodendron Brazil. She's been up here for 3 years, and the only light she gets is from that. So you can see her leaves are very, very small. But you know what? I don't mind. I just want the presence of the greenery. And she's, you know, she has never given me any trouble, no pests, no nothing. So I am happy with her. And then if we come over to this side, same thing. Now, it is kind of crowding the light. So here we have a pothos. I'm not sure if it's the Enjoy or what's the other one? What's the name of the other one? I can't think of it. But it doesn't seem to have the speckles, so I can't remember which one is which. But isn't she lovely? So she's only been up here probably for maybe 5 or 6 months, and this is all new growth coming down here now. So now the kettle's on, the bread is out. This is real life, guys. So here is my favorite Ripsalis. My friend gave me this. Gosh, I guess it's 2 years ago now. She gave me like a cutting, I'm not kidding, that size. And I just love it. I actually gave a cutting to a plant friend recently, so I did take a little bit off it. But I love how thin it is. Look at how thin it is. It's so cute. It's just growing away there so nicely. Here we have my bear paw, and you can see I actually took some more cuttings of her. So this is kind of the view that is supposed to be presented. But I did just recently take some cuttings and I put it in there because I want to fill it out. Here is another cutting of my mycans, which I had actually in one of my IKEA greenhouses, but it was actually getting too long, so I've moved it here. But I am actually going to plant it into my big pot in my den. This here is another one of my Peperomia Hope, and I'm going to add the other long one to it just to make it really full. I did have my beautiful variegated Hindu rope here, but if you watched my video with Patrick from Philodendron where I did a terrarium, I had the terrarium sitting here and I had those begonias that had the mealybugs in it, and I never thought to check my Hindu rope, and my variegated Hoya compacta was absolutely covered in mealybugs. So I don't know if I can save her. She's down in my down under my grow tent rehabbing at the moment. Here is a, what are you called again? Buddha temple succulent. And here is my variegated bear paw, which I also just took cuttings of recently to try and fill her out. I love bear paw. It's probably my favorite succulent. Here we have Dischidia ovata. Again, this was a tiny, tiny cutting. I do have a much bigger one up in my bedroom. And again, she's in I love these two pockets, aren't they just so cute, sitting either side of my window. And she is just growing away merrily. She's almost down to the counter, so I will have to probably trim her back or else trail her. These are my props. So this is my subfustatum, my Philodendron subfustatum cutting. Here is my Syngonium batik cutting, and she's actually putting out a new leaf. There, can you see? And then what else have I in here? I have, oh, my friend gave me a cutting of this jade Scindapsus. Thank you, Tatum, I'm so excited. And here I have cuttings of my Piper, because I want to fill it out. And I also have some more Debia cuttings in there. And then I also have, this is the Senecio, can't remember the rest of the name of it. Oh, Myconoides, the Senecio Myconoides. It's hard to see it here with the sun. Can you see it? It's so beautiful. I actually knocked this off when I was doing my tour, so I decided to root it up. Okay, so here is my, he's on holidays and his computer's open. Anyway, the joys of the working man. So here we have the Philodendron lemon lime. Oh, probably one of my favorite hanging plants. Isn't it just gorgeous? And again, you can see she's just getting light from up there. I can't wait until all of these trailing ones are right over the side of my cupboards. Here we have my Hoya window. So again, I want to make sure I'm not back a bit. Can I get into this? So this is my variegated Kentiana. So this is the other half of that plant you just saw. And you can see that this part is still variegated, thankfully. And I know a lot of people say it's the Hoyetii, but I bought it as a Kentiana, so that's what I call it. Here we have my Hoya patulata. Patulata, is that how you say it? If it isn't, I'll put it on the screen, you know me. And look at the flower. It hasn't opened yet, and you know what, we're going to Kieran's brother for 2 days, and I will go mad if this opens while I'm away. It's just so cute. And here we have the Hoya, why can't I think of the name of you? Oh, I put it on the screen, guys. It's not even that rare. I just can't think of the name of it right now. Actually, these two, I bought them at Vandermeer's. This one might be, can I get you to lighten up there? What if I turn it this way? I don't know if you can see that one. I'll get the name of the two of them because I just can't remember. I should know this one, but I just can't remember the name of it. So they are quite happy. You can see here, this is a south-facing window. So they are very, very happy. Here is my beautiful Curtisii. And she goes all the way down. And I have propagated her before. So she goes all the way down there. Here is the Hoya Uffitii, and you can see she's growing away. She's loving the sun here. Sorry, I just gave her a little swing. So Hoya Uffitii, she has some beautiful markings on her leaves. And I kind of split my Curtisii to go either side of it so that you could get to see her. So this window is just perfect for Hoyas. It loves this aspect, so I wanted to fit as many on there as I could. Now I also have Hoyas over here, but actually let's continue here. So here is another Hoya compacta that I have, and you can see she has very, very long stems, and it's probably, this was, the Hoya compacta was most definitely my favorite Hoya initially, and it still holds a special place in my heart. I have a few of them. So, okay, so, oh my goodness, this looks like it's, okay. So this is my string of hearts that I just transplanted, but I see that some of them are not doing well. But this plant is so hardy that I'm not too concerned. Look at my back garden, can't you tell I have a grandchild? And I'm not sure what you guys are seeing up there, but I did take a lot of cuttings and I planted them on top because I did have it in a smaller pot and I wanted to fill out. So I'm gonna have to see what's going on with some of them, but my goal is to get this to grow all the way down and be nice and full. I have some more plants that I'm going to add to it. This here is my Scindapsus argyrius pictus, and the plan is that she will go all the way across my window. Now I do have to put her up properly. I did buy little plastic stick-on hooks, but they fell off, so I do need to fix her up a little bit better. But doesn't she make a lovely valance across my window? Here we have, let's move back. Here we have my Monstera deliciosa, and I love this baby. Look at her leaf, isn't that gorgeous? Now I do have her on a tomato cage. Can you see there? Oops, sorry, the leaf just. So it's a tomato cage, but there's actually so many small plants in there that I think I'm going to have to take some of them out, because and they're all at different stages. So I think I'm going to unpot this, and I'm going to repot it with the more mature plants, and I'll maybe just gift away some of the small babies because there are a lot of them in there. Now over to my other Hoya window, and here, well, it's not fully Hoyas, but I have quite a few. So this is the rotundiflora, Hoya rotundiflora. So she is happy here. You can see she's starting to climb up here. And again, this is a west facing window, so they do like this one as well. This here is my Crimson Princess, and she's very happy here. Look at the pink leaves. Look at how gorgeous they are when they first come out. If I go this way, will you get to see it better? There we go. Look at the pink leaves. They're gorgeous. So she's just still in her plastic pot, her plastic nursery pot. I haven't even taken her out. I just hung her in this piece of macrame. Oops, probably. And then over here we have my Hoya retusa. Now I had a huge Hoya retusa, and I lost it to thrips. I didn't realize it had thrips until it was too late. So I have this new one, which I love, but it's very small, but it's getting there. Down here I have a cutting of that. I thought this was the Philodendron white ghost, but kind of now think it isn't. So this is a cutting I took of it. Is there a new leaf coming out there? Yep, there's a new leaf coming out there. It's kind of looking white, so I'll be curious to see what colour that comes out. Here we have my pink princess. So you can see there was little bits of pink. Yay! No pink. The teeny weeniest little bit of pink. This one really likes to give you a run for your money. And here we have another. Let me show it to you. Actually, it's a. Oh, what are we stuck on? This is another Epipremnum. Oh, it's hard to see. An Epipremnum pinnatum variegata, but you can see how faded her leaves are from being in the window. And I need to train her to start climbing. I do have another one on a cedar board in my greenhouse, which I will do in my next video. And here we have another Publicalyx, and this one is the Pink Splash. So I just actually moved her here very recently to see if I could bring out the pink in her. You can see she has some lovely long growth points there. Here's another one of those peperomia beetles. You can see how long this one is. I used to have this hanging in the window. This is a lovely jade plant that I bought a number of years ago. She actually got attacked by mealybugs. She's very, very dusty. Well, you know what happened actually? We had to replace the grout in our tiles. So they're all very, very dusty. I need to clean them all because we had to grind out the old grout. But anyway, she got mealybug, and I cut every single leaf off of her, and now she has recovered. So it just shows you, don't abandon them. This is a Dischidia Oyantha variegata, if I said that right. But oh, I just knocked off some leaves off my. But look, I'm just noticing here. Look, there's a little bit of pink. Where is it? I've lost it now. Where's the bit of pink? Look here. Yeah, there's a bit of pink on this leaf. Actually, I saw another one with a bit of pink. So I'm hoping that it's going to pink up now that I have it down here. Again, this used to hang in the window and I just put it down. Now guys, this is causing me some concern. This is my Hoya Sarawak that I just put into pon. And this one is doing wonderfully. But this one here, I feel it's starting, it's not quite soft, but it's starting to get soft. And I don't know if this is dying or if it's from sun stress, but I will be keeping an eye on this. And if it does start to decline, I will just put it into a prop box downstairs in the basement to make sure that it recovers. So I am going to keep a very close eye on it because I do love this plant. Hey guys, we're on the last haul. So this here is a Hoya cinnamon folia. Can you see the way there you go, the veins go downwards? Now, I just put her in pon, so she's struggling to get rooted. Oh, there she goes again. So I just put her back in there this morning, so I'm going to have to adjust her again. I might put a little stick in there to hold it in place because it's a bit top heavy and it's falling out of the pon. What do I think this is? I have another one in my IKEA greenhouse and it's really sun stressed. It's stunning. Here's another Monstera Peru cutting, and here is a silver sword cutting. It's just a very small one. You can see it's nothing too fantastic to write home about. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to ask below. And if you wouldn't mind putting the green heart emoji in the comments if you watched till the end, I would really appreciate it. You guys take care and have a wonderful day.